Yo, people, you telling me back again for another Red Talk. Saeed, what's good, my bro?
Yes, bro, I'm all good. Can't complain. You know what I'm saying? To life is all good. You know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, man, I'm good, bro. How are you, bro?
Yeah, can't complain, man. All good, bro. All good,
Yeah,
man.
man. Come on.
Big up
It's
the chat. Yeah, go on.
yeah, it's just one of them ones, isn't it? Like just a very bad day in the office, but I'm really ready for the next game, man. I wanna put things right. I know I say that because I'm not a football player, but just as a fan base, we need to put things right. And I'm raring to go, man. Sunday Ipswich, yo, let's do the business, bro. You get
Yeah,
me? You know what I'm
agreed. We just
saying?
need to put the last performance behind us, put some
Yeah,
points on the board. Do you know what I
that's
mean?
it.
And bring the optimism back to the football club. Do you know what I mean? We ain't lost back-to-back games since Carrick's come in, so it's
It's
one
his
of them
third
things
loss, you know.
where.
Third
But yeah,
loss when you think
exactly.
about it. It's
But
mad,
this is
isn't
what
it?
I'm saying. So we just need to keep everything in context, go and get a good win against Ipswich at home. Do you know what I mean? In
Mm.
front of the fans. Um, and yeah, bro, maybe there'll be another signing stepping out on the pitch as well before the game. Do you know what I'm saying?
Baleba, Baleba.
Yeah, but maybe one more before that. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I think they'll have to sign him by tomorrow for that to
Yeah, for them
happen.
to play. I don't think they'll play, but they can still walk out the pitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what
That's
I'm saying?
what United need, man. We need that. Just come on the football pitch and then just say, "Yo, listen, I'm announcing myself." That like that day when we signed Varane, innit? Remember when Varane came?
Yeah.
I think that was honestly like top five atmospheres I've ever seen, bro. Like the atmosphere was just lit because it's just the aura in it when you come on the football pitch and you're a new signing, bro. And then I think we battered Leeds 5-1. You know
Mm.
what's there, bro. So and I thought we were gonna win the league that year, bro. Oh man, that's for another day, man. I genuinely thought that squad could have done something, man.
That's it.
But yeah, man.
So
All in all, yeah, like I said to you, bro, like it was a very bad day in the office, and sometimes I feel like you can't really have bad days in office in this era of like social media and just in general football the way it is right now. But you have to just put things right, and that for me is a nice game like against Leeds where things are popping off. We're getting a couple of goals in. Everyone has good performances. Keep a clean sheet. You know them ones there, bro. So I feel like it's one of them ones where like you need a nice bounce back, and what a better way against Ipswich, bro. You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah,
Like
at home as well.
at home,
You know
man,
what I'm
with the
saying?
fans.
Because this weekend, bro, like there weren't many away wins this
Yeah,
weekend.
they weren't.
So
They
it's one
weren't.
of them ones where, yeah, bro, man, just need a home game, bro. But the fact that so many home teams won, it just shows you that there's no easy games in the Premier League.
None. Even think about it, like there was every game was tense, man. Like Man
Yeah.
City needed Cherky's magical whatever you want to call it. Liverpool got away with it massively. They didn't deserve to win that game. Chelsea game. The funny thing about Chelsea is like, even though I do think Chelsea would have scored more, they also were suspect at the back in terms of Colwell and the goalkeeper
They were
were
lucky.
very
Colwell should have been sent off, bro. And
yeah.
yeah, the
So
goalkeeper was doing madness, bro. And another
yeah,
day,
man.
do you know what I mean? They could lose that.
Yeah, but the attack was on point for them. So they had at least something to kind of hold on. It was only
I think
Arsenal
the
against
attack was all
Coventry.
right. But I also think Fulham defensively, they caused a lot of their own problems.
Yeah, they did. The centre backs were too wide. They were too
Mm.
wide, and then they left gaps in. So it weren't like anybody from our area of the table did amazingly well. It's just that obviously you'd rather get the points on board, innit? You feel me? Like that's as simple as that. You need
Mm-hmm.
you need the points on board against a whole team that you're expected to win, and you should be winning. You feel me? But like I said to you, man, it's 37 games left of the season, bro. You can't dwell on the loss. Can you learn from it? Absolutely. Can you work on things? Is it a personnel issue? Is it a balance issue? But all in all, you have to make sure next game you put it right, bro. And I'm not saying it's forgotten about Hull before people say, "Oh, this is coping." No, what I'm saying is your next game, put things right, and you can then feel right. Go on, bring on Everton, bring on Man City. So
Mm-hmm.
what I mean, as much as you can be pissed off in isolation, it doesn't mean that the season's over. Like I'm seeing a lot of things like the season's over. It's to second. If we lose against this
And if the
team, like
season's over, if we won 5-0, what does that mean? We're gonna win the league then if we
that's what I'm
beat Hull
saying.
5-0. Like how
Yeah,
can the season be over?
nah, man, the season ain't over. You just have to learn from it, bro. Carrick's got to learn, and I think sometimes maybe you do need a wake up call, and hope. You know what? The good thing about it is that it's happened early on in the season. That
Right.
wake up call, not like December, where damn, the season could be spiraling out of control. Here, you do it in August, and then you get it out of your system, and you make sure that you put things right. And Carrick, if he was feeling a bit comfortable, maybe he then starts to wake up a little bit and start saying, you know what, I need to do this and this for the benefit of the team. So once you do that, you put things into perspective. You then realize, okay, cool, go now to Ipswich and do them over like they should be done over, not over. No, you go and do Ipswich over, and you are better than them. We've got more quality than them. Show it. Some of these players need to show that they're better than them, bro, and start feeling who they are, bro. So that comes in, and then you kind of move on from there, bro. And then you start to see a different perspective of things, So yeah, man, it just was a horrible day out. But you know when you say that horrible day out, that's a horrible day out, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then they worked on things. They clearly knew.
The first game of the season for Hull, newly promoted. The fans are up for it. The players are up for it. Physical side, 5 at the back. Not really going to give you much. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. And we lost out to 2 set pieces. It was a horrible day at the office, and it was a bad style matchup for us. Do you know what I'm saying? For the first game of the season. That's all it was. And I think people need to take it as that and stop trying to make it more than that. If we were playing against Hull and we was getting opened up with the ease that I saw Tottenham get opened up with, Liverpool get opened up with, then I would have been worried. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's not like man, we're getting torn apart, and it wasn't that, bro. We just got physically, we got physically outdone by these guys. Do you know what I mean? They turned it into the kind of game that they wanted it to be, bro, and they beat us at that, and that's fair enough. We just have to dust ourselves off and go again, bro. But we shouldn't be trying to make more of it than it actually is.
No. I think what they did was they did the set pieces, and then they tried to just win the duels. And this is the thing where if you're not up for that, bro, you've given the ascendancy to the other team.
And also when you give teams like that something to hold on to at home when they're battling anyway, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you do yourself over because they were fighting hard anyway. But imagine you've got a 2-0 lead to fight for now. So they're running 20% harder. They're tackling 20% harder because they've got something to believe in. Teams like that, you almost need an early goal to knock the stuffing out of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to give them anything to kind of make them play harder, man. So it was just, like I said, bad style matchup. Do you know what I'm saying? We dust it off. It's only, we're going into game week 2, bro. Like, it means nothing.
Yep, 100%. Now, I think nothing's lost and nothing's won. That's why you got to have that mindset, you feel me? It's just, obviously, you get me, Amazon documentary, people are starting to think, yeah, cool, whatever. But the reality is, bro, them players have got to think beyond all of that rubbish. They just got to think, you know what? We're going to have
as
to go
fans,
to
we shouldn't be thinking about that either.
Yeah, so we got to think, you know what? Let's go into that Ipswich game and make it right. And the attackers as well, like, this is another thing as well, My concern is, like, on a bad day like that, I still need my attackers to still score at least. I don't know if you were kind of pissed off with that. Like, even if
I thought they lost us the game, the attackers.
That's
and I include Bruno in that.
Yeah, 100%, bro. So my thing is as well, when we have these off days, I still need us to make it like at least 3-2. If we get beat, we get beat. But at least score a couple of goals, bro, or create some chances. We only really created that Boomer one that was clear cut. Let's be honest, bro.
Yeah.
That was our only clear cut. We had, I think, a shot from Mbeumo in the first half, but it wasn't clear cut. I think the keeper was going to always make that save. But, like, the attackers need to still be on point, in a sense, and start to at least show something. But the problem is, though, everything didn't work up front, bro. Like, literally, Rashford couldn't really do much, even though he kind of tried. You looked at, what's his name?
Rashford looked lively, though.
He looked lively, he looked lively. Sesko, for some reason, we couldn't find him, or we couldn't get to a play to his strengths. Like, nothing worked. Even Lacey, like, I know he tried to get the ball from deep and try and move with it, but even we couldn't see him flourish in the team. So everything that could have happened was that it didn't happen, basically. And that, for me, was the concern from the game, is that our attackers didn't look like at their best. And I think, for me, there is a balance issue there. We need to find out whose position fits where. And Michael Carrick has to understand that. I think, you know what? It might not be names, but it might be the balance. Obviously, Amad Diallo missing is a big blow because what he does for us is a pressing element, bro. He presses from the front, works hard, wins the ball back, and he's the only one that's direct and that can actually beat a man on that wide channel. You know, obviously we don't have a attacking fullback to go around, and Boomer, that doesn't help as well. So we need to find some sort of fluidity up front, bro. And it doesn't necessarily mean we put the best names out there. We just have to find balance. And that's Carrick's job. You know, that's one thing that Carrick's got to do. He's got to find out what works. Yeah, last season it worked, but there was a different dynamic last season. Now we've got to play a different brand of football. Teams are gonna try and figure us out. Teams are gonna actually play a bit low block against us. What do you do then? So we've got to find some internal solutions. You know, the football.
And I think the manager will, bro. Like, man, need to look at it, where it's like, you look at the game, that front three never played together in pre-season. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
It's one of them ones. Our front three for pre-season was completely different. Obviously, Ahmad's injury then meant that we had to change things, but it's the first time that combination has been used. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it just is what it is, bro. Also, time. Like, that's going to help attacks gel as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not our first choice attack. That's not an attack that we will be using. And even the Cunha down the middle thing, I still think he should have played Mbumo down the middle because
bro,
he's been playing there all preseason and he's looked sharp there. So not playing him there for me is on the manager. Do you know what I mean? He should have never played him on the right. Do you know what I'm saying? He should have never ever played him on the right. So,
but that's him though, just putting things out there because it makes sense for him. Like that's why I think Carrick got it wrong. He just was like, right, Ahmad's out and Bumo's not a winger or has played there before. Cunha has played there for Brazil. He's never really played there for Wolves. You know, and Man United has played there here and there, but never been successful playing at number 9. And then obviously, you know my thoughts on Dogu. I don't think he's a winger. So all in all, it just looked like a messy front four, bro. Like a messy front four. Bumo can't basically take his man on, and he wants to be inverted. Cullen doesn't stick to his position. Dogu was struggling on the left-hand side, and then you got a mismatch of everything, bro. And then Bruno's occupying a space that really and truly was ineffective. So all in all, you just had a mishmash of everything, bro. And therefore, it didn't work. And all Hull had to do was just hold their line. They didn't really do much, you know. All they did was hold their line.
They just got behind the ball, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And the Bruno in the 10 thing is just annoying anyway, bruv. Because it's like...
But he's going to play there, bro.
He's not even a 10, like. The guy plays like as a striker. So it's just like we got 2 midfielders all the time, when we play against other teams, bro. And it's just like...
That's why Beleba's going to be important.
It imbalances the whole team, bro. It's not just man's lack of ability on the football, but actually his lack of discipline and the positioning always means that we're playing to compensate for...
of course.
For how he plays. And the thing is, he don't offer enough to be stifling man's whole team shape for him. Do you know what I mean? If this guy was a constant supply of goals and attacking threat, then I could understand why we would sacrifice team shape for him. But bro, like, we've seen the clear difference when we play Shea or Xerxes in the 10 compared to him. Like, there's a clear difference in the way that the football actually works. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where when everyone's fit, that's when I'll start judging how Michael Carrick actually deals with this Bruno conundrum right now.
The thing is, though, I think for me, he's not going to, man. Nor would I expect him
I think he has to. I think he has to.
You think so?
I think he has to. You'll probably move him out wide.
That would be the sensible option, but I just can't see it happening, Rants. I'll be real with you. That's why for me, Beleba, at least I have some comfort knowing that Beleba is in the midfield for legs. I'm not saying he's a savior, by the way, and it's going to be a magic wand, and all of a sudden we're not going to find holes in our midfield. But at least with Beleba, we've got someone that can at least cover the ground and cover the distance, bro. That if there is gaps in midfield, we've got someone to get about.
But we shouldn't even need somebody to do that, bro. Like, we shouldn't be asking a player to do running for 2 players. Like, we shouldn't be doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, that's a problem within itself, bro. I don't see what's wrong with telling Bruno when you don't have the ball, you actually have a fucking defensive responsibility. I don't understand I don't know what's so hard.
And Cunha didn't help as well, by the way.
Of course, he was everywhere and nowhere at the same time as well, Cunha, bro. Like, he was on the left wing, the right wing. just running around everywhere trying to get onto the ball, but he never gave us a real outlet up front. Do you know what I mean? I just think overall the attacking four, it just didn't work, innit?
No.
It just
this is why
didn't
we got to
work.
find balance. Yeah, this is why I'm saying Carrick has to find a balance. Now, I'm not saying figure it out game week 2. No one will say figure out game week 3. But I'd say by game week 10 or close to that, maybe a little bit less than that, you've got to find out who near enough is your first team or the balance is correct. If you don't find balance early on, it's going to be difficult to kind of resurrect the season. And then we're going to lose points as a result of it. So he's just got to make sure he gets the discipline from Bruno. He then finds a number 9 that can also help out and drop back in as well when he needs to. And then therefore make sure that he doesn't go out of position. So you've got a whole different type of problem there. And then you've got to make sure that the two behind are connecting as well. So that for me is a big thing for Carrick to make sure that happens, bro. It's not something that's going to be very, very easy. But these are all tests, bro, for managers, bro. Like, we're going to find out. You sink or swim in it, you feel me? Like, and I hope Michael Carrick makes the right decision because all the rest of the managers haven't done that. They've just kind of gone for names or they've kind of gone for what they believe is right, you know? And so let's see if Michael Carrick can do that. We found balance last season with Bruno, Casemiro, Mainu, but then you always say, and I've always said that every year you got to evolve, you got to get better in different ways. So, you know, and we're going to try and be on the front foot now. So that maybe leave a little bit more gaps than we would beforehand. Yeah. You know, so I think one thing about Carrick, he's a football man. He's not someone that's not playing at the highest level. He's not someone who's just kind of come out and just done his B license or whatever it is. He's a guy that actually is a football. He'll
get it right, man. I'll be honest. Like, I'm not worried about Michael Carrick, bro. Like, he's got time from me, bro. Like, he'll get it right. He's already shown me enough, in terms of the football that he wants to play. Like, people need to understand, that, bro, he's turned Man United from a counter-attacking, like a mid-block counter-attacking team to a front foot possession team, and he's done it in no time. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we played all season pretty much. He's set up in a way to get the best out of the players, win games, and then over the preseason, we've seen a completely different style of play implemented almost seamlessly, by the same manager. So clearly he knows what he's doing, but he needs time and he needs his players. Like, he needs those things in it, and he's getting his players in slowly, And once he gets the profiles in that he wants, he can be more flexible and he can do things. I'm not really concerned, about him. And even the attackers, bro. That the attackers weren't brought in for him. They were brought in with Ruben Amorim in charge. That's why the balance of the attack is like that, because we brought in Cunha and Brian because the two attackers, we used to play 2 10s. We didn't used to play wingers. So if we wanted to play wingers, Carrick wouldn't have signed either of them.
No.
He wouldn't.
They were specifically bought for that system.
Even though for the Amorim system.
I wouldn't mind them in my squad. No one's saying that Cunha and Mbeumo.
But I'm not saying that they can't play it because I'm happy with Cunha on the left. But what I'm saying is, they wouldn't have been his first choice players, for the system that he wants to play. But he's adapting. So it's one of them things where you have to give man time to get it right, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to give man time to get it right because of the way that we're setting up, bro. And I believe that he will get it right, man. He's got all the ingredients. To be able to, do you know what I mean? Make sure that we have a good season. And I believe we do have a good season.
No, I think for me, when you look at it from a perspective of the front three or the two you talk about in Mbeumo, like, I've seen a few things flying around the internet and they're saying, like, what do we do with them? You can do something with them. Like, Mbeumo can be used as a striker. And then also you can use Cunha on the left as well, and then it all depends on the left back we bring in. If you've got a flying left back, that gets on the outside of Cunha can be used as an inside left winger, and can do it very, very well. We've seen it before with Kvaratskhelia and Mendes. Kvaratskhelia, yes, he wants to get you down the byline, but a lot of his stuff is cutting inside.
As well. I'll be real. Carrick just needs to move Dorgu over to the right with Ahmad and have the two left-footed options on the right. Have Cunha and Rashford on the left and have Brian and Sesko down the middle. That's it. And then we're fine. And you just look at Brian as only as a striker. Like, this right wing Brian thing needs to stop, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, because that's not his position. Play him down the middle. This is where he's dangerous, bro. He's probably our best finisher. He's probably our
You need
best
him close to
finisher.
goal. You need him close to goal, bro. You need him
Yeah.
close to goal. You need him right next to the goal, bro. Inverted and then bang, shoot, bang. That's what you want. You don't want you want to limit Brian's touches as much as possible.
Yeah, facts. And you want him to have these touches only in dangerous areas.
Yeah, like look, you got to look at Dembele for PSG. There's a reason why he's in the middle for PSG is that Enrique specifically wants him as close to goal as possible, and then literally making sure that it's a one-time bang finish. You get me? And that's what Brian Mbeumo could do. You know, so I think for me that's the ideal position for him, and you've got to stick to that. You cannot. But I think for me, we'll find out whether Shea Lacey goes out the right hand side. You play Mbeumo for the middle, and then you play Cunha or Rashford on the left hand side. I think personally, for me, I would try and do that. But again, it's whether people think that Shea Lacey is ready or not. Personally, I do think he's ready. I can see
he's good enough to play at home against
at home, exactly at the switch, bro. You can play him, but that will give you balance. So therefore, but the thing is, if he goes for a Mbeumo on the right, and then he plays Cunha for the middle, then we're in trouble. Because then for Ipswich, it's very, very easy to mark these players because they're not really specialists in that role. So I do believe there's an imbalance there, and that just comes from just making sure that we do put players in their correct areas where they thrive off. That's what you want. You want to maximize the best of Mbeumo and Cunha. And you do that by putting them in the right positions. You know, not just, and this is what they did at Brentford. He played off Whistle. He played off Tony. He didn't really necessarily play out wide.
He didn't. He played as an inside forward with with a target man.
Come on. So this is what you got to do. And for me, it's a good problem to have though when you've got all of these attackers here. But it only becomes a bad problem when you actually lose as a result because you therefore don't maximize what you have. And it will be a shame for us to not maximize it because there are good forwards there. When I look at it here, they can all get 10 to 15 goals.
Bro, we're gonna score plenty of goals this season. I'm not even worried about the goals. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about it, man. It's just the balance, man. And the balance will come, but ultimately, like, we just need to start building a bit of momentum. That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that this game coming up is the perfect game to build the momentum, get a nice early goal. Do you know what I mean? Get the nerves away from the players and then just go and win,
it'll
bro.
Be bouncing. It'll be bouncing in the stadium. The stadium will bounce,
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
That's just it. Like, I'm not really too fast. I think they'll get us our left back. These Camavinga rumors ain't going away, bro. I don't know why.
Bro,
they're not going
what is
away.
that source though? Because you know, in Spain, there's about 1,000 sources and outlets, bro. And I don't know which ones actually real, which ones like for me, bro. Camavinga's happy to be where he is, bro. Like that's what it's. I've always said that for me. Like he hasn't made a desire to leave Real Madrid, and that for me signals that, at least with Endrick said, you know what, I want to go out on loan to Lyon.
Right.
He's humbled himself. Camavinga's never come out and said, yo, management, group, I want to leave. Does he think he's still going to make it? Is he still young enough as well? He's only 23, you know. I keep forgetting
very
that,
young.
man. He's still very young, yeah. So in his mind, he's thinking, you know, I've still got time. I've still got my whole career ahead of me. And I'm at Real Madrid. This is the pinnacle of my career, you know. So he's thinking, right, I want to stay. But at the same time, for me, it's like, what do you want me to do? I wanted Tchouameni, and Tchouameni rejected us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what, do I beg for Camavinga? No. If he wants to leave, we'll hear about it. We will hear about it, bro. Like, if someone wants to leave, we will know about it.
Potentially, he could be behind the scenes. He could be saying that he wants to leave. Because the same thing with Josh. Like, Josh has got a smile on his face. He's been playing and that. But he's been trying to push for a move.
See the latest news? They're saying that
about Fiorentina, bro. Everyone in Italy wants him, bro. It's whether they can afford him. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's got no shortage of takers in Italy. Do you know what I'm saying? So
we knew that 100% because he's not really like been bad for Man United. It's just not had opportunities. It's not had opportunities. And also, I feel like for me, we could get around 50 million for him. You know, people will laugh here, but in today's market, if Jackson's getting them amount of,
they'll want United will want probably about that in euros, yeah. But bro, to be fair, because we got him in a release clause and he wasn't expensive,
Yeah.
It's one of them ones where they'll probably take a loan fee and then the rest
These jammy guys, bro.
in guaranteed.
Swear down, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate selling to Italy, man. I really
do, because
bro.
they never want to pay up front. The Italian clubs, they're so tight, bro.
So tight, bro, man. This is what I'm trying to say, bro. But the reality is, you know what it is, bro? Is that I just can see them maximizing Xerxes. So therefore, if their want for Xerxes is very, very high because they believe they can get a lot out of him, then we should treat it as that, bro. This is what I mean. Like, for example, now Forest, they need Delap. Do you know what I mean? So not even for Chelsea, I've seen that. I said, yo, you need him. We don't mind keeping him because he's still on the books, but we're gonna sell him for you for 45 million. That's crazy. For the guys that got 2 goals.
Yeah.
And done nothing. Don't Forest will be saying, hold on a minute. His value's gone down, mate. What are you talking about? Because their need is higher.
Yeah, but also the British market, is mad overinflated, bro. I saw that Brighton wanted 80 million for Minte from Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? So when you were talking about panic buyers, and leaving it too late, bro, look at Liverpool, bro. Like they still haven't done the bulk of their business, and the window closes in less than a week, bro.
They need to go get Bacola. They need to get a right winger. And they need holes in midfield as well, anyway.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. The bulk of their business has not been done, bro. And there's a week to go. That is what you call panicking.
Yeah, they're in major trouble. They're in major trouble. And the way that I watched them again, like they
didn't look good against Newcastle, bro. They caught life in that game.
Their fullbacks are horrible, absolutely horrible for me. So now you're spot on. I think for me with Xerxes, I think you know what, man, he'll go up. But the thing is though, if Xerxes does leave. The idea is that Man United are going to go buy an attacker. Now, who that would be, it could be Mateta. He's looking for a move. It could be Watkins, but then again, he wants to go to Al Hilal. And then after that...
The thing is, the money's actually there for an attacker, bro. Because man also read that United were willing to go up to 65 million for Lewis Hall, and Newcastle were like, absolutely not. You know that one? So,
not now.
So,
too late for that now.
It's one of them ones where, bro, if United are willing... I think they said that United are willing to spend an average of 65 million on a player. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think there's up to 65 million, maybe plus a little bit in add-ons, for a player. So United, for me, we probably, in my opinion, we probably need a winger more than a striker. But if you are going to get a striker,
Tyrone said that as well.
If you're going to get a winger, a striker like Mateta, though, that frees up Cunha and Mbumo. It frees them up to do the inside forward thing because you can play someone into their feet, then you can get the width from the fullbacks, and then you can have the inside forwards, bro, instead of having them playing out wide, which would actually be good.
Yeah, that's also something that I was thinking. Yeah, you probably need like a winger in it, but then again, bro, the winger market is it good?
The winger market's diabolical,
bro. But then again, the Sar's available, bro. Would you not go get Sar?
I like Sar. I do like Sar. I've seen him linked with Liverpool now, but now I think Crystal Palace is saying he's not going either.
No, he's not going. They want more than what's been proposed. So they bidded 50 million. They want more than that. Because obviously you leave it late, bro. Why should Palace sell him for less than Minty?
Bro, they're
He's
in
got
Europe,
more goals than Minty.
So this is what I'm saying. Everyone's out here panicking right now. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's panicking, and that's why I think we're in a position where we've got deals agreed with a few players, and we're gonna wait and see what happens in it, because United were briefing these things that you saw these guys saying, don't be surprised if there's no more movement from United, brother.
No, I'm not believing that.
That's bullshit. These men are filming a fucking all or nothing right now, bro, with Amazon. You think that their business is done? Their business ain't done.
It ain't done, bro. The journalists are just saying that right now because that will.
I think United are saying that to make it seem like they're not desperate because they're not looking to get fleeced by no one.
No, I'm not believing these Laurie Whitwells and these guys, bro. Because end of the day, the Belebo came out of nowhere on a Wednesday, and there was rumors about we're not getting a third midfielder. So I'm not hearing this from these journalists, bro. United will be buying a few more players. Ideally, for me,
I think it's two more.
Two more, yeah. I want, for me, I can compensate not getting a forward if you give me a centre back and a left back. That would be.
They're saying there's brief saying that they want a left back that can play centre back. I've seen Lukeba.
Yes. I've seen that, bro.
If it's something like that, I'm okay with that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with someone that can play both. Or Do you know what I mean? Man, I seen Camavinga links, yeah, and it's like, bro, if for argument's sake they were gonna buy him and say, yo, stopgap thing, yeah, you're gonna play left back, and
No
then
one's
next
saying no
season
to
you can
Camavinga,
move.
though. No one's
Pardon?
saying no to Camavinga.
No
No
one's
one in their
saying
right
no.
mind is saying no
If
to
man are
Camavinga.
saying you're gonna come in and play left back for us, you played left back for Real Madrid, and he actually played well there. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna come in and play left back for us for a season, and then man can move you into midfield next season when man cop Lewis Hall or something, cool, innit? But
Yeah.
I'm not really too mad at that. But I think there are options there for us. So I'm not really getting I'm not getting disheartened by this news of nothing happening. And also, I think what you man need to realize right now, because the window's nearly shut, probably 99% of transfer news for all clubs is agent driven.
Yeah, of course.
Agent driven, because I see people saying, Chelsea are getting the goalkeeper, Emi Martinez.
They see how bad he is. That's why the Sanchez guy. We told Don about it.
Emi Martinez, bro. Yeah. From what I understand, Emi Martinez was offered to Chelsea and he was offered to Spurs. He's being offered to people through intermediaries. This is not Chelsea looking for a keeper. This isn't Tottenham looking for a keeper. These are agents offering players to clubs the same way the Lewis Skelly thing, he was offered to us via an intermediary. It wasn't directly from his agent. So a lot of these noises that are coming out are people on the behalf of players saying, you know what, my man could be available. Like, I heard you need a goalkeeper. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not, that's what it is. That's not Chelsea going to Villa and saying, yo, we want Emi Martinez. It's not that. I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea say, nah, we're good. We don't need a keeper, because they've got Penders there and they want to play him.
Penders hype, bro, man. I've been hearing about this Penders guy, but you know what I mean, bro? Because I was hearing about the other goalkeeper that plays for Bournemouth, and they said he was good as well. So let's see if this guy's good. But reality is, I think for me, they've looked at Sanchez and thought, boy, like I don't think Martinez is a great goalkeeper now from what he was a couple of years ago.
He has declined, bro, but he's better than that bum, though. He's better than that bum Sanchez. But so is Penders, apparently. I ain't seen him play, but Chelsea fans been raving about this guy for ages.
They've been raving about him, bro. They've been talking about him like, yo, Penders. And I'm like, broski, like, I ain't seen him, bro. So I don't know whether he'll get his time maybe next year, maybe. But Martinez will make less mistakes than Sanchez. He won't make that save that he won't make that howler that happened on Monday.
Yeah.
No way, bro. Like, he'll make some howlers, don't get me wrong, but he won't make as many as my man. You feel me? So I think all in all, you know, I think for me, I would just want a centre back and a left back. And then the forward line, even though I think if you sell Xerxes, you need one. It isn't a pressing area.
I'll be very happy, I'll be honest.
Mateta.
I heard that Villa wanted him, but for some reason that's gone quiet now. So
bro, Villa have just been hijacked, bro, by Crystal Palace for the centre back. What's that called? The one that I want. Remember that Joel Ordenes?
Yeah, bro. So, Villa are struggling in this market as well, bro. Like, they're struggling in this market, bro. Like, they literally got fucking, bro. They got Garnacho blood. Like, it's like, bro, it's looking crazy for Aston Villa, bro. Like, everyone they're trying to get, it's just not happening for some reason. I think last game that chat told me they didn't have no strikers, bro.
No, they played Barkley up front. You know what it is? I put Villa in 7th, just purely because Unai Emery is a good coach, But the reality is they're in the Champions League, by the way. People forget about that, by the way. They're in the Champions League.
They're gonna be whipping boys in that competition.
Bro, they're in the Champions League, and then also they're obviously they're gonna have a decent season, but the reality is, man, like they're in big trouble, bro. Like, they're literally in big trouble. Like, they haven't bought the players. And I think for me, they've been decimated. But the reality is, what they should have done was build a proper squad, because they knew sooner down the line, these guys are going to leave, bro. Like, they're going to always leave. That happened to Brighton, bro. They're now going to become another Brighton. That's the realization,
but the difference is Brighton always bring in players to plan for when players leave, bro.
They don't have the recruitment team, though, that Brighton do. That's the reality. They don't.
They need to.
They need to get the recruitment team that once one person leaves, they have a like for like. So when Caicedo left, they brought in Baleba.
Yeah.
You know, when someone leaves, like when Van Heck leaves, they bring in Vuskovic. It's almost kind of straight away they bring in someone in, bro. Like, my man left. Who's the right winger that they had that was dangerous? And then they brought in Minte. So they're always looking to replace, you in the end, bro. You get me? Like their data sheet is strong, Brighton. You get what I'm trying to say to you? That they're able to go and get left backs like the Cupio. Bro, this guy, I'm telling you now, he will go for big money next summer. Kodioglu will be linked with right now. So yeah, exactly. But Suma can say about
bro, listen, if Ferdy was actually a realistic target for us, that would be great. He's the exact attacking profile that man needs still.
Yeah. But I remember saying to everyone about the inverted fullback, and not really everyone was on it, man. The inverted.
You know what it is? He can use his left foot, so it doesn't matter. You know them ones. Okay. It's not like he's a super right-footed fullback that can't use his left. He can cross with his left, so he's not really a problem, innit? So it's one of them ones where I'm okay with United getting a stopgap in this window because they're gonna go all out for Lewis Hall next summer. Like, I'm okay with that, bro. Like I actually prefer if clubs, if they can't get their first choice, but they know that their first choice wants to come, wait a year, bro. Like, I'm cool with that, but just make sure you get someone in as an interim. Make sure you get someone because that position still needs attention now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It needs attention now.
That's where maybe a strong, powerful Lukeba would be someone that could fill that role.
Yeah, if you can get someone that plays centre back, if you get someone that can play centre back, but can play left back as well, it means next season when man get another left back, bro, you can move them centrally or something. But we need somebody short term. That's why I was also open to David Raum as well, because he's 28. Do you know what I'm saying? So he'll be happy to be second choice next season if you bring Hall in, bro. Like, it's like he'll be 29, bro. Course, as long as he's getting a nice little bit of money. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he can easily be the rotational piece at 29.
Oh, yeah.
Not a problem.
100%. But the thing is, he's got 1 year left on his contract, so I don't know why United are not slapping.
And he's got a release clause, I think. That's why they haven't gone, because it's a release clause thing. It's an easy deal to do.
Yeah, that's why, innit? Yeah. I just hope we avoid Salinas, man. I know the chat have been talking about Salinas.
He looks a bit lightweight for me.
Lightweight, bro, man. You might as well, bro, get Harry Amas, bro, if you're getting Salinas. Bro, now real talk, man.
He just looks a bit lightweight to me. I think a lot of the Salinas noise is coming from his agent, bro. That's what I think.
Of course, bro. I mean, obviously, he was meant to go to Barcelona and go there, but that hasn't happened. But yeah, I think we've got a voice, because what it is for me is that you can't bring a left back in that is not ready. You need someone that's ready to start and take Luke Shaw out of the team, bro, and make sure Luke Shaw is just back up to somewhere else. You feel me? Like, that there is the main kind of priority.
And I think the way that we want to play is very clear that Carrick don't see Luke Shaw as the profile, because he's playing really attacking fullbacks, bro. Like, he wants them to get forward.
Yeah, 100%, bro. You have to, bro. You need someone that's going to support the right winger, bro. And that's one of our problems. People are expecting too much from our forward line to do a lot when they're getting doubled up on, tripled up on sometimes. You got to get an outlet, bro. You know, you got to provide an outlet, bro. And that's where United are missing badly, bro, because Luke Shaw don't offer you anything, bro. Literally. And we didn't have that support on the other side for Mbumo. So this is the problem we've got. You know what I mean? Balde, for me, I think he wants to stay. That one, I never ever thought that would ever really happen, to be honest with you.
Balde, that was never really on.
Yeah, that was more kind of, again, agent George Mendes pushing it out there that potentially he could be available. But he wants to stay, bro. Like, why would you want to leave when you're playing with your boy Lamine Yamal? You know what I mean? You're in Barcelona. Did he come from the La Masia as well? Like, it's hard for them.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he did come through there.
You know what I mean? I never really thought that he would be available anyway, to be honest with you. So that was always going to be a tough ask. So yeah, man, I think for me, it's a week to go. And I think two positions would be very, very key, because end of the day, I think right now, for some reason, the manager don't trust Lenny Euro, even though I think for me, I would start Lenny Euro on Saturday.
I think he does trust him, but I think he's just not. You get me? He's just not gonna thrust him in there straight away, bro. Like, I think,
but sometimes you got to do that, no, Rants, man.
But you know what it is? I think it's because the only reason why Aiden he's not playing is because Aiden Heaven, bro. I'll be real. I don't think he wants to play Heaven and Euro, because you put the two young G's in the firing line. You know that, man. That's the thing. If Lissandro was fit, Aiden wouldn't be playing, and then it would be Euro probably and Lissandro. The problem is you can't play both the young G's. Yeah, imagine if we played both the young G's against Hull, blood, and then we got fists up on the set piece. Everyone would have blamed them.
Yeah. But I think
Everyone
sooner
would
or
have
later,
blamed him.
though, you've got to, like, I know it sounds mad, yeah, but you've got to be able to trust. Because you know what it is, bro? It just allows the team to play higher up the pitch, and it allows us to not get beat in behind. I
I
get the
think we'll get
physicality.
there eventually, Saeed, but
No,
I think we need
100%.
to build some momentum first.
No, build, yeah, 100% build some momentum. But I just, for me, like
Mm.
with Maguire, bro, like we can't rely on him, bro. Like that's just the reality, bro. Like he's actually being a net negative for Aid in Heaven, bro, and the back line. So therefore, that's what I'm saying. Like it would have been nice to have Delit fit, but obviously he's gonna be a bit of a while away because of his back injury. But the reality is, yeah, I think for me, yeah, it sounds mad, yeah, but I think he's gonna bring Lisandro in, and we're gonna go with Maguire and Lisandro this weekend. That's my hot take. Is that he drops Aid in Heaven and he plays Lisandro Martinez, even though Heaven wasn't the problem on the weekend. He'll go back to what.
Yeah, bro, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time,
and Lisandro on the wide channels is not. It's not good, man. On the wide channels for me, it's not good.
I wouldn't even, bro. I don't have an issue with that. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't even have an issue with that. Really?
No, but the problem is though, when you have Luke Shaw, Lisandro, Maguire, and then if he goes with Dallo, I just think there's too much space in the back line, bro. And that for me, we can't afford to do that. You know, there's too many gaps in there. You know, so that's why I would rather say, you know what, we went with Heaven and what's it called, Heaven and Euro, and we went and pushed up the pitch. Because sometimes I get like you're concerned about conceding, but what about us scoring 3-0 and then building confidence like that? Why do we always have to think right backwards? Like, oh, but we've got to make sure we're stable at the back. Yeah, cool. Defense wins you titles, but attack wins you games, bro. Like, you know, winning games comes from the attack. So, you know, you got to attack first and put them going backwards. You know, we find a solution where they're pegging us back in because they see holes in our back line. And a lot of it, that's what it came down to, our wide channels. You know, if people are saying that the midfield was exposed, I thought for me it wasn't the midfield.
The midfield wasn't exposed at all, bro.
It was more so the wide channels. There was too many gaps at the back.
Bro, when I watched the game, I wouldn't even say, bro, I wouldn't even say anything was exposed. I just think that the way that Carrick wants to play football, is central progression football. We want to play through the middle of teams, innit? And when teams sit back, it's harder to play through the middle of teams, yeah? And if you are going to do that, then you need a bit more creativity, bro. You need people to be doing what Cherky was doing, what Cole Palmer was doing, bro. When you got Bruno in there, you can't play through the middle of the pitch with Bruno as your creative 10. Like, you just can't, innit? He's not good enough. Like, he's not good enough on the ball. Like, he doesn't really create chances. Like, that's what people need to understand. He just tosses the ball in the box. That's not being creative, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The little bit of footwork from Cherky on the edge of the box and the little slide rule pass, that's being creative. Like, what Bruno does, just tossing the ball in the box, that's not creative. No, like, I'll never believe that's creative. Tielemans is way more creative. Like, even that Travella pass that Tielemans played into Bruno in the preseason, the outside of the foot pass that he fizzed into Bruno.
That was nice.
Like, Bruno's not going to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Bruno's not going to see that. Bruno's going to turn. He's not going to see that pass and play that pass. He's going to turn, then he's going to take a touch, and we're shouting at our telly, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? No, pass it. Man's not passing it, bro. And then he'll just loft it into the box, blood. That's what he would do. He'll loft it. Do you know what I mean? I just think if you want to play through the middle, you'd rather have someone like Kobe, as the most advanced midfielder because he can dribble.
That's what I would love, though. But that's what I'm saying. Like, football's like, you see with PSG style, like, they just play amongst each other in it as a free. So Fabian Ruiz, Neves, and Coutinho. Then you allow the front three to do the damage.
I think we're heading there, bro.
Inshallah, bro.
I think we're heading there. We're heading there. Tielemans, Baleba, Kobe, or Santos, Baleba, fucking Kobe, or whatever, bro. It's
but one thing we were saying though, there's options for the manager to choose from.
Santos, Baleba, and Kobe Mainoo free would be incredible.
Yeah, bro. But there's the thing though, like, I think for me with Michael Carrick is that at least that's got to be used for the big games, isn't it? You get me? The smaller games, I think we could get away with having a more advanced three and not necessarily having team shape in the middle of the park. We can actually bully teams, you know what I mean, the smaller teams at home. But you see when you play the big 6 games away from home, City away, Liverpool away, you've got to be able to use that free, man. Nice. I think you can play Bruno wide.
I think in them games will be all right, because
but I think
in
you'd be all
transition
right.
will be nice.
No, but you'd be all right. But at least you know that you keep the ball in it. You can have an element of, you know what, we're gonna have a lot of control here. So I think for me, Mainu will be key again. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got something unique as well that Tielemans and Santos don't have, bro. Like Baleba has something that they don't have. I think Santos got unis,
and
bro.
He's got the dribbling ability as well, bro.
Yeah, bro. I think all of them have got their own unique qualities to go and bring in, man. So I just think for me, it's exciting that we've got these players. It's now down to the management team to find the balance, bro, because that's what we're here for, isn't it? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's also good to know that it's not the same three as well, because last year we're just kind of accustomed to Casemiro, Bruno, and Mainu, you feel me? And by the end of it, you could see like it needed a bit of refreshing. Now you've got the four midfielders and whatnot. Now let's see what balance we create in that middle of the park, because I do believe every game you could use a different three. It would be good to have a same three just because of team cohesion, but for every game we could use different three, bro, and they could show complement each other well.
I think that it would change quite a bit, but I think that Baleba and Kobe definitely start in Michael Carrick's first choice midfield. I think it's both of them.
I hope so.
I think it's both of them.
I hope so.
Do you know what I mean?
When's he back, by the way, Baleba? Is there a time frame?
I think they said September, so I think
maybe international break after.
Yeah, probably international break.
That's later now, isn't it? That's like late September now, so it might
be.
It might
be before then. It might be before then. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if they blew it out of proportion, the injury. Do you know what I mean? Because man just didn't want to play.
Yeah, but you got that video that he made, brother. That was like deep, bro. Like
that was one of the most moving videos that man's watched in a long time. The video to Brighton, it shows the kind of human being he is as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, bro, he's gonna play well for us, bro, because you could tell that he's a balanced person. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a humble guy, and that's what you need, bro.
Yeah, but I like the fact that he came in and like there was this expectation that he was gonna be the next Caicedo, and he didn't feel like he was at the football. He didn't feel present in it until he scored that goal, and then won the game for them, and then he kind of like blossomed into the player he was. And then obviously he was talking about like, just in general, the journey and how last year was difficult not being able to play. Because I knew that game against Aston Villa he was going to bring up, because that was dark, bro. The guy literally didn't lift his head up, bro, for the whole game or whatever. He covered his face and that.
Yeah, but that's the difference between Brighton fans and Man United fans, because when Xerxes got subbed off by that terrorist, them ones there. Man ended up going down the tunnel, bruv, in fucking tears, bro, because man were booing and that. The man are dickhead. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. That's the difference, bro. So it's like the Brighton fans, obviously he felt like he needed to come out and say what he said, because bro, you remember situations like that.
Yeah, bro, you gotta remember, bro. And this is what you got, man. He's just a humble kid, bro. He's a humble guy. You know what I mean? He's willing to work and whatnot. And I just feel like it's mad, his journey, bro. Like 3 years in the Premier League. Like he's coming from Ligue 1, 3 years in the Premier League, and now we're getting him and he's still 22.
And he played with Lenny Euro as well, so it's another nice little link up. And also he plays international with Brian as well. So you know what I mean? It's more chemistry, bruv, in the team.
Bro, man, exactly, bro. Like it's mad to say, like, like we're building this kind of like the team that's coming in there, bro. And I look at Baleba signing, and I don't want people to kind of like think he's going to be the savior as well. Like people have got to be measured in their approach to Baleba, bro, because he hasn't had the best year, so he still has to find his feet, bro. He has to still kind of like almost get back to his best, bro. So I just hope that fans don't expect him to perform miracles, bro. Like,
no, but I think that he'll play well straight away because that's who he is, bro. Also, the new manager at Brighton had him playing in a different role to the previous manager, bro. So ultimately, you're adjusting to a new position, and of course, you're not going to be at your best, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
It's just one of those ones, man. So I think that there's a lot with Baleba. I think one thing about United is we tend to give players freedom. We're not a rigid club, like, do you know what I'm saying? So I think that Baleba will get freedom to kind of express himself. And he even alluded to it when he signed as well, bro. Man's talking about winning the ball and driving with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's what he does. You know what I mean?
Bro.
So we're bringing him in to do what he does. Like, do you know what I'm saying? We're not going to bring him in and ask him to play as a lone six, bro, because that's what they were asking him to do at Brighton, bro. Play deep and that.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think one underrated kind of like the ball carrying abilities. One something that I get people don't rate it, but I think what we need right now is someone that can get the ball and just drive with it, bro. Like I think it'll be, especially on a pitch like Old Trafford, bro. Bro,
that big pitch, yeah, bro. He's gonna have some good
match. Bro, like it's sensational when you've got a guy that see you later, beats two man, and he just takes us from one end of the pitch to the other. You feel me? And I think that's how Dorku as well kind of made his name at United.
By driving on that big pitch.
With the ball, big pitch, marauding runs, bro. I think for me, it'll be one of them ones where we're going to benefit from that a lot, bro, because there's been times where, don't get me wrong, Casemiro and Mainu have had the ball. They can pop it around and that. But it's like, you need someone that can just go, you know what? I'm going to get the ball and just move, bro. Move into the space, bro. You think, let's put them going backwards, bro. Like, because you remember that time when Sabos like won the ball back off Amad Diallo against Liverpool? Bro, man just ran, and then scored.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, look how easy that is, bro. So we can do that to teams now. So we can actually literally use Baleba and be like, yo, create a space, because if you run into that space, bro, then Mbeumo and whoever's on the outside can just go drift into that space and they're free, bro. And then we can go and maybe get some more attacks in, man. So it's an underrated ability, bro. I really, really think it's something that we're going to benefit from. And I'm happy. Like I said, I wanted to sign Lord Summer. I thought we needed a player like that, and I'm just glad we've got him, bro.
Yeah, we got a player. A lot of the Man United fan base were saying that's the kind of profile we need.
Yes,
cool, we got that.
100%.
The Lewis Page stuff as well, like with
Page, did you see that game? It's an bro. That was a bad boy game, you know.
So yeah, but it's just added it's added more money. But basically, these men are saying that they want us to loan him back. You know them, man. I'll do that.
You know what? That'd be beneficial. That'd be beneficial.
It would be cool having an extra midfielder.
Yeah.
Like, brother, if it means you got to loan him back, just loan him back. Like, who cares, man? Sign man now, loan him back. Do you know what I'm saying? And then say, bro, man, see you next year, brother. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine, because next year he's going to cost way more.
Way more, bro. Do it. If that means the terms are we get him for cheaper and we actually have him, then do it.
Because to get him now, we're going to have to pay more money, and then he's just going to be here training with the first team, but not really playing. You want him to get better.
This is it's similar to the tiny top. Was it Thompson kid? We're kind of putting back to under 21s.
Yeah.
When reality was, I thought he was going to literally be part of the first.
He might have been the fringe of the first team at Spurs, maybe, because their attack's not great. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So with this one here, bro, I watched the comp here, but bro, like this one, the other one didn't move me, bro. You know the one that I see originally, I was like, it's a bit scatty, you know, but this one here against Ipswich, I was like, wow, he can move. He's good technically. He's always wants to receive the ball as well. Yeah, bro. You see this sort of signing you don't want to miss, man, because you know a couple of years down the line, he's going to go for big money, bro. I'm telling you now. Like, I look at that Josh King at Fulham. I like that Josh King at Fulham.
Yeah, he looks sharp, innit?
Bro, he looks sharp, bro. And I don't know whether he's come through the ranks at Fulham or not yet.
He has.
Has he? Okay, fair enough then. So he's the sort of player that you would go and get early on, bro. And this is another one that you just can't miss out on. So if it means loaning him back, bro, he's in League One, bro. I think League One's competitive. Championship League One.
It is, bro. Stay there. You know what I'm saying? It's still men's football, bro. Do you know what I mean? So even if it's League One, let man play there.
Let man play there.
Let man play there, bro. We don't need to loan him out to Championship or whatever, bro. Or have him in the first team, bro. He's playing men's football as a teenager. You're going to flourish, bro. Like, let him play there.
Yeah, play there. Let him play there. Let him get the minutes that he needs. Like I said, it's men's football, and I think ultimately it's just good for him to get that experience, bro. And I think we need him to do that. So yeah, that's something that you can just have on the books. And the next season, he could be part of the midfield as well, like as a new kind of. Because for me, I don't want to see the Fletcher brothers, bro. So them man can just see you later. You feel me? And then you go get this kid in here, and then they're credible. Imagine him and Twakes. Oh
yeah.
Oi, that could be the
That's
future.
What I mean. Man are building good future, and they got the Colombian kid as well. Yeah, like United are doing their thing, bro. Like they're bringing in players that are gonna be valuable later down the line. They're covering now and they're covering later, which is what I like, innit? So just go and get this deal over the line because Page looks like the real deal, and he wants Man United. So there's no reason to not get the deal done.
Mad.
If it means that we loan him back,
a United fan. I reckon his dad's a United fan. Yeah,
loan him back, bro. Like,
go to United.
Loan him back, bro. I think that would be the most sensible thing. Let him get another season of men's football under his belt. Facts. It will only help with his development.
Yes, because we should have done that with a couple of our players, but we didn't do that. But that one there, Page, you just keep him in League One, bro, and realize, you know what, man, that's men's football. It's physical. It's tough. And then, bro, you naturally just progress, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And you get some serious talents, bro, in these championships and that, you know, bro. So you can see, man. You know what I mean? Like,
and our under-21s team is just smoking people, blood. Like,
JJ Gabriel lob, that was nasty.
He just scooped it, bro. That was a proper, like, that's a Neymar finish, bro. Like, man just scooped it, bro. Our under-21s is OP because there's a lot of players. They should be playing men's football.
Yeah, they should be. Kokonki is someone that I think should be playing men's football. And there's a couple in there, bro. That I think with JJ Gabriel, he's just literally needs to physically get like a man's body.
Yeah, he needs to mature, and that will come with time. And you can't rush these things,
bro. That's what I said. A lot of fans wanted JJ Gabriel in the first team this season. I said, "Yo, you're moving mad." He's 15. I think he turned 16 in October, but he's still not filled into a man's body. When he does that, bro, and he actually physically is at that peak, bro, because not everyone's got the grace of Lamine Yamal, bro. You feel me? Like, it's just not that. And Lamine Yamal is gotten taller and taller and taller. You feel me?
Yeah. Like, he's starting to grow into his body. He might fill out a little bit as well as he gets older.
So I think for me, you just got to let them thrive in that area, bro. You get me? And then move like that, bro. You know what I'm trying to say to you? We did sell some 2 to Arsenal, though. I don't know why is that the case. I think it's down to the homegrown quarter, you know. I think Arsenal are just trying to use that as a homegrown quarter. Because I couldn't realize, because I was just thinking why we sold two players to Arsenal. But it could be, you know what it is though? I reckon academy clubs will do that. Like, we'll say, you know what? We'll take 2 of your players and then you take 2 of our players and we'll just help each other out. Yeah, it makes sense.
Why not?
It makes sense. Yeah. So now I think for me, all in all, with a week to go, I think the transfer window is going to be mad. It's still got Enzo Fernandez. We'll find out what he.
I think Enzo will end up at Man City, and then you're looking at Enzo, Boadi, Anderson, and
I think they need one more. Did they need one more then? Nah, they can't need one more.
Nah, I think they're gonna play Cherki centrally and
Cherki or Foden in there.
Yeah, Cherki or Foden centrally. I think they'll do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And then Chelsea have been linked with Scott. They've been linked with also Kone as well. I don't think Bournemouth are going to let Scott go now unless Chelsea pay 100+ million for him.
But the thing is, they look like they're adamant not to sell because they've not sold anyone.
That's what I mean. They look like they're saying no, blood.
They're saying no, bro. It's similar to a lot of clubs. They're just saying
even Palace. Palace said no to Liverpool also remember Saar got an offer from Turkey and they turned that down as well.
Turned it down as well, bro. I think they're just adamant. I think they've had enough. You know, these clubs. You know, I think. It gets to the point now where it's like, how are you supposed to improve? Even though I do believe it's one of them ones where, like, you just got to understand who you are. But they literally just had enough, bro, selling players, bro. They've had enough, man. Yeah, like, and also, can you get another Alex Scott? Like, yeah, cool.
Not, bro. You're not getting another Alex Scott here with less than a week to go, bro. So
exactly.
So they're not doing that. They're not selling him, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think he's got 2 years left anyway, and they're offering him a new deal. So I think they'll see out this window, and then he'll sign a new contract.
Yeah,
with a release clause in it, probably.
Yeah, but the thing is with Chelsea though, it's like Lavia's not going to stay fit, so
he's not.
They need a midfielder in there, and James is, for me.
They need 2, bro. Really?
Now with
Lavia's not reliable.
Get away with 1 game week, they should get away with it, surely.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe
one game a week, I think they'll get away with it because they only play with the 2. So I think for me, the Enzo situation, they've got to be quick though, man. Because at the end of the day, if nothing gets actually put in, then why should they? And also this idea of a deadline. So what was the point of this deadline then? And they set out. What was the point of that? I wrote on it because for me, that would be embarrassing. If I sell a player after a deadline, I don't care if you got 140 million. You said it wasn't for sale past this deadline. Was that not the whole situation? I get money talks. I understand money talks. I get it. But you put something in there, say, yo, we're not going to sell him because we believe this is your deadline. So I don't understand that. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. So we're gonna find out if this bid is actually real or not. So you know what I mean, bro? Yeah, deadline hype. You're right. I think Enzo is replaceable, but not with 1 week to go, and with the player that you're looking at as well.
Honestly, I think Enzo's very similar to Bruno Fernandes in a sense that I think the idea of him and the reality of him are two very different things. I don't think Enzo's as good as people make out. 140 million for Enzo is crazy. Daylight robbery, bro. Enzo is just a basic midfielder that can box crash. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't get the Enzo stuff. I don't get it. Like, I don't see Enzo and see a better player than like a Morgan Gibbs White or something like that. I just don't
But Morgan Gibbs White's gonna be a lot of money as well, though.
But he's a very good player, though. Like, but for me, he's better than Enzo. Like, Enzo don't.
Okay.
Enzo don't stand out. Like, to me, I don't know what Enzo does well. Like, if you were to describe to me what Enzo Fernandez is as a midfielder, how could you describe him to me?
For me,
if I'd never seen him play, what would you say? What would you say he does well?
I'd say like deep line, but the thing is, though, he prefers box crashing and entering the box and scoring goals, but he also can create and be like almost like a playmaker. So I would say he's probably more of an 8 than a 6, and he's probably better.
Yeah, but would you say that his creativity is like top level? Like, when we're talking about creativity, his passing range, all that. What are we doing?
He don't get them sort of assists, but he gets GA though. He's a GA magnet. You feel me? Like, he'll get
so like goals. Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, no, 100%. So the thing is, for me, it's like, would he be responsible for dictating a game? No, because for thingy Argentina, they use Paredes and McAllister as a
then. So that's why when Don was talking about deep line playmaker and trying to compare man to Toni Kroos, but Toni Kroos controlled games.
One game. He compared him to Toni Kroos.
Bro, he said that Real Madrid wanted him to replace Toni Kroos, blood. He's a deep lying playmaker. That's what man said, bro. But I'm not seeing him control games.
He's far from Kroos. You know what I mean? He's a jack of all trades, but master of none. Yeah, he's
exactly. So what you're describing to me is Scott McTominay,
tiny,
bro.
He's not loose on the ball. He doesn't lose
Scott
the ball.
McTominay, elite level box crasher that gets GA.
That's crazy, Scott McTominay.
Brother, I ain't seen Enzo do a bicycle kick, so it's a Scott McTominay thing.
For the 140 million, you're moving mad. You feel me?
140. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? A spicy Scott, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? No, I can't lie, bro. I can't lie. Scott McTominay, you know what I mean, with a Nazi tattoo, blood. You know what I'm saying? That's what man are paying 140 million for that. Nah, it's crazy.
But they're gonna. I think for me, what City will do is City will probably position him better in the team so that they will probably get more out of Enzo Fernandez. But then again, if Chirk is playing the 10, how advanced does he be then? Like, that's something to kind of caveat.
But this is what I'm saying, because also Anderson runs forward as well. So that means Enzo's going to be the sitter.
Yeah. You know what?
He's going to be the sitter at Man City, bro, because Anderson, But I don't know why you man never told me that Anderson, like had the highest turnovers in the league last season. How did you man leave that out?
Anderson, what happened? Turnover.
The highest turnovers in the league last season was Anderson at Nottingham Forest, bro. And remember, I told you, man, this guy's like Bruno.
I didn't check them stats, to be fair.
Brother,
I didn't check them stats.
The highest turnovers in the whole league last season, bro.
He looked like a player that played in a deep block, so that's why it's kind of confusing to say that he's got the highest turnovers, because they rarely advance forward under their managers, bro.
But also explain that to me. This is what I'm saying.
I don't get that bit. I generally thought that was an Anderson's game. So
imagine him and Bruno in the same midfield. This is why when people said to me, "Yo, Anderson, I said, bro, like, he's the closest stylistically to Bruno in the team because he roams all over the place and he spams, bro. Like, man can't have Anderson and Bruno in the same midfield. That's Jumanji, bro. That don't make sense.
Yeah, that's you know what it is though. But again, you're right in a sense, because when I watched him against Bournemouth, he wasn't necessarily sitting. Hence, therefore, that's why
He's flying
played.
forward, bro.
Yeah, he was. He's almost like a Steven Gerrard prototype, more so, like to go forward.
That's it. It's a poor man's Gerrard thing. It's a box to box.
Yeah, box to box kind. But that's because that's why Gahey stayed in that alongside him. Because I was thinking, why the hell's Gahey playing here, bro? You're playing against Bournemouth. You're gonna have most of the ball. But I think what was happening was it allowed Anderson to kind of roam around and win the ball high up the pitch. Because bro, he was at one point chasing Scott up the pitch. and I was like, yo, what's he doing down there, bro?
Yeah.
But again, that's supposed to be the tactics, isn't it? But you see with Enzo, though, he's a bit of a madman, bro. You think Guardiola's crazy, bro? I think Enzo's a madman. His
bro, this is what I'm not sure about City. They've been linked to Cody Gakpo as well. It's like, I think that they're systematically downgrading in every position. However, because the league is the way it is,
I still think they'll finish second, bro.
They're still doing their thing because they're for the most part, they're still buying Prem proven, which means the drop-off's not going to be too big. You know what I'm saying?
They're not going to drop to the levels below top.
Like Buwadi won't start straight away. If they go get Enzo, it'll be Enzo and Anderson.
Yeah. Enzo and Anderson, yeah, or whoever they bring in. It could be that. You know what I'm saying? So for me with City, I just think they'll just know how to win games, bro. Like it'll just be one of them ones where Cherky comes on the bench, he's an impact. Haaland, boom. You get me? Like Doku, Semenyo will win games. They'll just do that, bro. But as a whole, it wasn't a great game from them against Bournemouth. But they found something in the end, and it was like, boom, games won. And it just becomes like that. They don't really talk about their performance. It's a case of we've won the game. Bye-bye. See you later. So,
but this is what the first game of the season really is supposed to be. Like, nobody's going to be playing free-flowing football, especially from the bigger teams who have had players away for the World Cup and stuff like that. You expect more of the football to be from the lower teams that had their players for the full pre-season.
I agree.
Because they can play close to their strongest 11 throughout the preseason because everyone's there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes. 100%, bro. Like, that's why it was just, you know, when the first game of the season, you just always got to win it no matter what, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Just get the 3 points on the board, bro. And then you can say to yourself, now when Chelsea won and it looked like 3-2 and Fulham were chasing, but it's like, yo, you've got the job done. You've got 3 points.
They got over the line, but this is what I'm saying. And you know what it is? Because they won, I think people are doing way too much about the performance because they won. You know what I'm saying? Had they not won, everyone would have been speaking about it differently. People wouldn't have been eulogizing over the performance if they drew because Fulham battered them for large spells of the game.
Yeah, the thing is, when they went 3-1 up, obviously that goal was a sucker punch, innit? But it allows them to kind of maybe be a bit more defensive as well. And then Fulham,
but the 1-0 was a sucker punch because they scored a goal early because Fulham made a big mistake.
Yeah. But I think also they're trying to find out their balance as well. I think for me, there's certain things that for me that Reece James in the midfield, I think you got to put him back to right centre back, then putting the midfielder in there because at one point they were struggling to keep the ball in the middle of the park. So then
they were struggling to keep the ball for large spells of the game, Saeed.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
It's a case of them finding the balance in it. But that's why you just got to win your game. You don't hear all them sort of stuff. We're talking about we're moving like the season's over, and the way we speak about Man United is because we lost in a 2-0. Do you know what I mean? So we therefore have to talk about it. We can't say we lost and we don't really care. Move on. No, we have to because why did you get beat? What happened? So there isn't kind of any positives to kind of draw from it. But you can draw positives from a win regardless anyway, because you've won the game. Who scored the goals? How did it happen? Who linked up? There are things to kind of like, talk about there. But we just didn't win the game. Therefore, we can't really find positives in a defeat. We're Man United.
But we shouldn't be really looking for positives in the defeat. No, we should just be looking at why we lost and what we need to do better next time. And that's it.
Yeah, and I think we will. And I think, you know what, man? I'm looking at. I remember that game against QPR where we won 4-0. Di Maria scored. I want that sort of game, or a 5-1 where we beat Leeds United. I want that sort of game.
It would be amazing to have a nice, comfortable win on the weekend, just to kind of put this last game behind us.
Get the goal difference up.
And get our attacking players on the score sheet. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Just like a good few talking points as well, man. Like to be like, you know what, we battered that team, and you know what, this went right, that went right. You know what I mean? And then just to kind of get a little bit of self-respect back from the game against Ipswich.
Yeah.
it's that's what it is, bro. Like you win the game, you bounce back, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Like we had our moment. We were vexed, and rightly so. But I always think, man, like it's a long season, guys, man. Like you've got to be able to kind of go and do what you need to do. So yeah, man.
No, 100%. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you run up the lights.
Come on.
You already know what time it is. Man's back at 9:30. I'm with Loons for 40 talk anyway. What you got coming up for the day, Said?
I'm going live now with Kaz and Shells. We're going to talk about the left back situation and some transfer talk, man. So yeah, I'm going live now.
Is that on your channel?
Yeah, my channel, yeah.
All right, cool. I'll redirect there now.
Yeah, man. Big up people, man. But make sure you like the video,
I'll be
man.
In the chat.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like the video. And yeah, man. Let's see, man. Let's see. There's a couple of more days until that Ipswich, or maybe we might see a transfer.
Yeah, I think we'll do some more business, bro. Like I'm not really worried, innit? Like one thing we know is that these men are working. They're working behind the scenes, bro. They showed it with the Belabor thing. We didn't get linked to Belabor all summer, and then it was cool. United are in advanced talks with Belabor. Cool. You know what I mean? And we'll get that left back. We'll probably get another attacker. So that's 2 more in the door, and then we assess the squad then, innit? But yeah, man, I think we're good. So you lot, make sure you run up the likes. Do you know what I mean? It was 1,000 likes target, man. 2.5K in here, bro. We're gonna redirect to Saeed, man, but we should be on 1,000 likes, people. So run up the likes here. I'm gonna send you guys over to Saeed, and then I'll see you guys back here at 9:30.